Hey, good morning, everyone. So today we're going to continue our story about Jonah and the whale. And if you remember, last week we talked about God asked Jonah to go to Nineveh because the people in Nineveh were not listening to what God had asked them to do. And God thought Jonah would be a good person to bring that message to them. So here's Jonah, and he's supposed to go to Nineveh. But what did we learn? Jonah said, I'm not going to Nineveh. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go to Tasha. So off he goes to Tasha. He gets on a boat. And then I showed you, I don't know if you saw this during the week. This is where Jonah was. And God asked him to go up here to Nineveh, not far away. But instead, Jonah thought, I'm going to really hide. And so he crossed the Mediterranean. And his plan was to go way over here to Tasha. But when Jonah was on that boat to go to Tasha, you know what happened? This big storm came. And during that storm, everybody was wondering, like, why do we have this storm? What's going on? And you know what Jonah was doing through the whole storm? He was laying there down underneath the ship where he thought God would not find him, taking a nap. And so everybody on the boat was like, Jonah, wake up, wake up. We got a problem. And so Jonah was basically, I'm hiding, leave me alone. But then the people who worked on the boat wanted to find out why there was such a problem. And one of the things they did in those days was something that they said was, it was kind of like putting your names in a hat, and they would pull names to see whose fault it was. And when they did that, they said it was Jonah's fault. And Jonah said, you know what? It is my fault. You know why? God asked me to go to Nineveh, and I said, no, I'm going to go to Tasha, and I'm going to hide. So, you know what Jonah told them to do? Jonah said, you know what? This storm will be done. Just throw me overboard. So they throw Jonah overboard, and the storm stops. So far we know, one is that the people in Nineveh were not acting really like what God wanted them to do. Two, God asked Jonah to do something. Jonah said, no way. I'm going to go hide. Jonah goes to hide. God knows really where he is. The people on the boat have a big storm. And now we know that Jonah has been thrown over into the sea. So I'm going to leave that right there with you, and we're going to find out what happens next. But I want you to think about, in the next couple days, if you've ever tried to hide from God. And what happened if you tried to hide from God? Did God find you? Did he not look for you? Or did God really know where you were? So think about those things, and we'll talk about them some more. But I hope and I pray that you try to listen to God when he speaks to you as much as you can. Okay, bye everyone. Peace.